Thank you so much. Gosh, I'm just so honored to be here. Every time I look at this, I'm like, oh, little me. Yay. So as she said before, I started my first business when I was 9 years old. As you can imagine, a little bit older than I was, but kind of the same experience. So I want to talk to you today about the one thing that's going to separate you from everyone else you come to face in your lifetime. And that, my friends, is confidence. How many of you feel confident? Raise your hand. I can do like halfway. It's like right now I'm like, I want to go back over there, but I have to do this. So my biggest struggle since I was 9 years old, even up to this day, is I stand before you, stunning at 38. Enjoy. Take a moment. Take a moment. So my biggest fight every single day, which affects me as an entrepreneur, is confidence. I started when I was 9 years old. I was standing in a line trying to meet this group called Immature. Probably too old for you guys. What do you guys like? Jonas Brothers? Am I still too old? Who do y'all like? Y'all gonna put me up to date? Justin Bieber, yeah. All right. Don't judge her. She has taste. Bieber rocks. All right. So it was like me standing in line, and I knew that I would have to leave sometime soon because I was raised by my grandparents, and I knew that they were ready to go. So I had to make a decision. Either I was going to get pulled out of line and nothing would happen, or I could step out on a limb and take a risk that required confidence. And I said, I don't want to have any regrets, so I'm just going to stand out, go and walk up to the front door and ask to interview and make sure to change the whole complete trajectory of my life. Because one, I learned something about myself. I see opportunities and I take them. The only reason why I question those opportunities is when I see other people not doing what I'm thinking about doing. And that has been a staple within my life. Everything she's listed up here is an opportunity where I saw a window that I stepped out on faith, presented myself confidently, and took charge of it. And it makes me proud to this day. I'm humble for all of my accomplishments. One of the best being invited to the White House and not even trying. This is when Obama was in office. Although some of you might get mad at this comment, you have to admit Trump is one of the best entrepreneurial hustlers we have ever seen. He worked his way into the White House. You gotta respect that. All right, so now, when you think about confidence, which is the first point that I want to talk on, you have to be confident in who you are. Every last one of you has an extraordinary, amazing gift. What is it? When I first see you, I don't know. But if I talk to you within 3 minutes, I should know it, right? You have to have your confidence. You have to know who you are. You have to know why you're here. And something that adults often leave off of the table when they're talking to people like you and the people that support you is a step beyond that. Beyond your why you're doing it. There's something that we don't mention, and it's terrifying, but yet it is the root of our very existence. What is your legacy? We're not going to be here too long. I know it seems like forever now. You want to be 21, drive, get an apartment, go to college. That's coming real quick, trust me. But overall, when people think about you and what you have done, they need to think about your legacy. What do they remember you for doing? You're already ahead of the curve that started a business. You know what type of guts and courage it takes? There are people that are 60 and 80 and 90 years old that haven't even taken the steps that you've taken over these last 6 months. What does that say about you? You took that initiative. You're not afraid. You're standing here about to graduate. And I'm proud of you because you have those keys that I was begging for. So to my next point, I used to get bullied a lot because of the things that made me different, which is my courage, which is my confidence, which is my ability to see an opportunity. And it kind of made me feel like I was doing something wrong. But when you're extraordinary, ordinary people get mad at you. People tell you to try to calm it down. Don't talk about yourself. Don't talk about your accomplishments. Don't talk about how you plan on changing the world. Don't talk about your legacy. That's intimidating to other people. They don't want to know because they don't want to be held accountable for their laziness. But you guys, you are right there on the cusp of it. You are ready for your greatness. You are facing it in the mirror. You got the playbook ready to just turn and hit the scene. That's why you're here today. That's why you're even in this program. That's why you're graduating. I don't even think you guys know what graduation means. Some of you may think this is the end of the program. It's not. It's people saying you have learned enough and we believe in you enough to send you off without us holding you every step of the way. That's what graduation is. That means you are no longer a princess, you are ready to rule as a queen. Your business is your kingdom. You'll go down in history books. I don't know where, I don't know how, I don't know why. But I know one day we're going to be looking at all of your accomplishments and saying, wow, how did she get there? And how you got there every step of the way was you not being afraid of who you are, what you are destined to be, how you will turn heads, how people will question how you even had the confidence and the faith, and Lord knows the audacity to get up there and do such great things. I'm proud of every single beautiful face I see, because it's an honor to look upon you, because you have something that I prayed for again, that leadership and that guidance. Because when I was 15, after I did an interview with Oprah, I got stuffed into a lock. I didn't even know who Oprah was. I wasn't even intimidated by her. I know my granny watched her when we had days off from school. But I had great questions for her. When I hung out with Brandy and Ray J invited me to his hotel room, not for what you think. Lord knows I'm a good holy Christian girl. But people hated to hear those stories. They hated to hear how I was able to do things so easily, because they couldn't do it. You see, that's the thing that people are going to use against you, and sometimes it's even your parents. Sorry, parents. People will want to block you in and box you in because they can't see the goodness and greatness that you were destined and designed for. See, I wasn't supposed to make it past 5 years old, and I was handed off to my grandparents. I surely did make it past 5 years old, as you can see. But that means that I was here for something. And that transfer, some people may be mad about being passed off to somebody else. But Lord, did that help me out? Because that gave me a solid foundation. When I found that out, I was like, I have to be somebody. Look at what I came from. I don't know your situations, but each of you has a different situation. And it's something that could be holding you back and holding you hostage. But this right here is what's going to give you your wings to fly. You no longer have any prisoners around you that will keep you boxed in. As long as you have the confidence, you know your value. You do everything you can to learn about your business, different industries, and network with people that can take you to higher places and build sincere relationships and understand your commitment to making this world a better place so that that could be a big piece of your legacy. That's what entrepreneurship is. It's not about an exchange for money. I know people tell you that. No, it's about your ability to solve problems, your abilities to be the answer to someone's prayer. That's what the root of it is. So when we're thinking about how, where, and when you can change someone's life, because I don't care what your business is. It could be washing soybeans. Somebody needs that in their life. You understand? Don't take anything for granted. Nothing's too small. Everything matters. And if it didn't, you wouldn't be here right now. There are 1,000 different scenarios that could have prevented you from graduating today. And also could have prevented me from being here today. Remember, I wasn't supposed to be past 3 or 5 years old. But I'm here. You're here. Your support system is here. So if there's one thing I want to call you to do every single day, is wake up and understand who you are, why you're here, and how you are going to change the world. Don't be afraid of what's to come. Conquer each and every day, because the day was made for you to conquer. It was made for you to create one step closer to your legacy. And Lord knows I can't even imagine the lives you'll touch along the way. Because every day that you walk in your purpose, people will be touched by you. They will have an example by you. And if you don't believe me, look at me standing in front of this room. My life is the example. My calling, my torture, my passion, it is the example. And I'm sharing it with you. And I call you to share yours with everyone else. So go on, be a great entrepreneur, but understand what it really means. It means that you aren't afraid to be a leader. You aren't afraid to be confident. You aren't afraid to take advantage of an opportunity. And you aren't afraid to take your time doing it. You're young. You're doing things that only adults can dream of. Some people may puts you off or shoo you away because you're young, but that is your greatest gift. It's the best thing to be underestimated, and you conquer it. So stand in your confidence, girls. I'm proud of you. Thank you.